Hey, what up guys, Dawson here, and today I have a new video for you. Today we have an S&D on Underground against Eagle 1. It's actually a scrimmage too, so they have a guy spectating on their team. It's not really a big deal, but yeah. And if you don't know who Eagle 1 is, they are GB stars, I guess you can say. They're pretty known on the MW3 ladder. I'm pretty sure their team record right now is like 530 or something. The I'm pretty sure they're the first team ever to get 500 wins on the MW3 ladder. So yeah, they're pretty decent at the game. Um, and yeah, this is a pretty quick game against them. But let's get into the actual video topic. Today I want to talk about my thoughts on, or my final thoughts, I should say, on MW3 and what I thought about the game really. And I'm going to be talking in basically a GB perspective, basically like competitive and all that stuff. I'll talk about pubs real quick actually. I don't consider myself a pub player whatsoever. To be honest, I barely played this game of pubs. I played about 10 days of pubs in this game, and that's for about 11 for all my accounts. I played on about two or three accounts, and I have about 11 days played. That's probably the least amount of days played public matches that I've like had for every single COD. I think except for Black Ops, I don't really play too much Black Ops. I think I have about 8 days for that. But yeah, that's not about this commentary is not about Black Ops. So yeah, I didn't really play much of it. To be honest, I hated public matches in this game. I honestly could not stand them. I'm trying to level up my second account right now, and I'm having a very hard time not losing my head over the game. It's frustrating to say the least. All right, now let's talk about GB. In this game for GB, I love this game for GB. It was such a good game. I'm not going to lie. But I didn't play CTF, so I'm talking basically S&D star perspective of this. I'm not really sure about CTF. I'm not because I don't like spawn game types. For Black Ops 2, I'm probably gonna get into spawn game types. So, but yeah, for SND, sorry, fuck, I can't get it off my tongue. For SND, I thought this game was one of the best games for competitive. The reason I think that is just because it's so balanced with the gun balance. Like the SMGs are they're actually really good, but you can't really rush in this game. Like there's no lightweight. So if these SMGs were in say MW2 with Marathon lightweight, I think the game would be very unbalanced. But since in this game you can't really rush that much and you got to stay back a little bit more, SMGs aren't as useful. So they basically make them a little better to give it a better advantage against AR players. To be honest, I like running SMGs. I feel like there isn't really a problem with SMGs. The reason I think SMGs are kind of better in my opinion is because the maps are a lot smaller in this game, except for this map. I think this map is the more long range map, same as Terminal. Those two maps I normally always use an AR on. I barely ever pull an AR on those maps. But yeah, I'm basically always a PP90 rush or MP7 rush kind of guy. The faults I have with this game though is snaking and pop-up glitching. If you don't know what snaking is, it basically you basically slide across the floor and it's really hard to hit you. And pop-up glitching is basically when you pop up and the player that you're head glitching can't see you for about 5 seconds. So basically, you have 5 seconds of a jump on this person that you're shooting. So it's not head glitching. Pop-up glitching to me is the most ridiculous thing like ever. I don't know how. Like this is the only game pop-up glitching has ever been in, and I don't understand like how they fuck up that bad with pop-up glitching. Like honestly, I can understand the snaking thing. Snaking's been in the game since World at War. I think I don't think it was in MW2, but pretty sure it's been like every game except MW2. So yeah, I can understand the snaking thing. The snaking thing isn't that bad, to be honest. Like it helps you dodge bullets sometimes, but it's not like game breaking, to be honest. Um, but yeah, that's really my only two faults with the game. I honestly love this game. Like if you want an AR is a very viable option, but you don't have a very wide selection. Basically, ACR is your only selection there. With if you want to run SMG, you can at least use the MP7 or PP90. In my opinion, I like the PP90 better. But if I feel like I'm gonna get in more long range gunfights when I'm rushing, I'll use the MP7. Um, but yeah, that's basically my thoughts on GB for this game. Um, to be honest, I think it's a really great game for GB. I can't really think of many faults other than the pop-up glitching and snaking. Oh, and one other fault I can think of right now on the top of my head actually is the maps aren't that good. Like to be honest, um, the variant maps they're alright, but not all of them. That my top three favorite maps are probably Dome, or not Terminal, sorry, Arcaden and Hard Hat. Those are probably my three favorite maps. Arcaden, or not Arcaden, Hard Hat, sorry, is on the iffy side, but yeah, it's still a pretty good map. And Bootleg and Underground Terminal, those maps are alright, but they're they're not that good, to be honest. Bootleg, actually, I think I my top four favorite maps. Bootleg's probably in there, but Underground and Terminal, I hate Underground, and Terminal is it's just not that fun, to be honest, because you can't really rush on it, so you have to use an AR. But yeah, that's basically my thoughts on MW3. It's a really good game. It's pretty balanced. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty balanced. Um, and I think they made the ACR like just right. Like if you can control the recoil, which there isn't much recoil, you're pretty good with the gun. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but yeah, that's basically it for the commentary. Um, I, if I were to give MW3 competitive out of 10, I'd probably give it like a 9.3. Like there's some things that they can fix, but I think overall it was a really good game, and that's basically my thoughts on MW3. If there's anything that you think like I'm missing or something, please leave it in a comment below. I love reading your guys' comments. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you next time.